Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back again to Reading Passage 3, The Power of Play. So, according to my analyzation, or whatever it is, according to what I have analyzed, it's going to be pretty boring thing to do here. All right. So the power of play, virtually every child the world over plays. The drive to play is so intense that children will do so in any circumstances. For instance, when they have no real toys or when parents do not actively encourage the behavior. In the eyes of a young child running and blah blah blah, everything it looks pretty much about kids learning something. All right. So we have classification. We have Elkind, Miller and Allman, Rubin et al. Means and others in the Latin language. Pellegrini, John Goodman, and what is that? Hirsch, Pasek et al. And so on. Children need toys. Children need toys in order to play. All right, guided in the simplest form of gotta play. Adult contributes to the environment because the summer completion comes to the very last. Again, this means that there's a very high chance it's going to be somewhere in the very end. So I think at the very basic level, I can see the simplest form means very basic level. Simplest form, very basic level. Adults can enrich the child's environment. There you go. We already found it's going to be pretty much somewhere right here. So I'm gonna line it here as 37 to 40. All right. So make sure we know that. All right, let's get started. Now again, one other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna first of all find as much names as I can, just because the names here they come in order. So Elkan, as we can see, this comes first, and then Miller with Allman 2009, and Rubin comes at 1983. Now we have to find Stuart Brown. We have Stuart Brown. We have Miller. Similarly, Miller and Allman comes again. And now we need to find Pellegrini. We have another Rubin. Do we have Tippett? We don't have Tippett. Okay, now we need Pellegrini. We need Pellegrini. Rubin we have. Where's Pellegrini? It has to come somewhere right here. Pellegrini. Where are you, Pellegrini? Oh, there you go. Pellegrini, John Goodman or Joan Goodman. Sorry for that. Joan Goodman, 1994. And we have Hirsch Pasek or Hirsch Pasek, I don't know. And we have Fisher, but we don't have, of course, we don't have Fisher, so we're not gonna need that. Now let's get started. Play can be divided into a number of separate categories. Adults' intended goals affect how they play with children. Combining work can be divided into a number of separate categories. So what I'm also gonna do here is I'm gonna give it a paraphrasing table. So words from questions and similar words from passage. All right. Now, let me see if I can complete the summer completion, since I can see it, it's very fast, and I'm gonna spend all my other time for yes or no given a classification question. So, okay, guided play takes two forms. At a very basic level, adults can enrich the child's environment by providing objects or experiences that promote aspects of a curriculum. In the more direct form of guided play, so guided play means when parents are involved involved to play with a children, right? With a child. So parents or other adults can support children's play by joining in the fun as a core player, raising thoughtful questions, comment on children's discoveries, or encouraging further exploration or new facets to the child's activity. Although playful learning can be somewhat structured, it must be also child-centered. So play should stem from the child's own desire. So that means even if parents are involved into a play, they have to raise thoughtful questions, comment on children's discoveries. They have to explore further new facets to the child's activity. However, parents tend to be a little bit structured. They want and to a certain manner they want their child to have they want their child to have a much more yeah, a much stronger cognitive development, which means this thing means structured. So instead of that, it has to be child centered. So whatever the child wants, they have to do that. So child centered again. So both free and gotta play are essential elements. So now what I'm gonna do here is, in the simplest form of gotta play, an adult contributes to the environment in which child is playing. Alternatively, an adult can play with a child and develop the play, for instance, by something to investigate different aspects of their game. To investigate different aspects of their game, something tells me about to investigate. Um, so alternatively here, I think number 30, I'm gonna write it a little bit opposite here. So investigate means investigate means where was that? Further exploration. So investigate means further exploration. Please give me the correct name. All right. Further exploration. So what do they do? In the more direct form of gotta play, which means alternatively, parents and others can support their children by joining in the fun and school play, raising thoughtful questions, commenting on children's discoveries, or encouraging further exploration. Encouraging further exploration. So it means encouraging, and encouraging. So it means encouraging. Different aspects of their game means new facets. Different aspects. So also different aspects means what was that? New facets. All right. Now, what else do we got? So adults can help children to learn through play and may make the activity rather structured, but it should still be based on the child's desire. So it should stem. So should stem means should stem from means should be based on. So 38 here means what I'm gonna do here is that should still be based, should still be based. I think I'm gonna write it as should stem from the, so on. So I'm gonna underline that as well. So it's gonna be desire. All right. Now, play without intervention of adults gives children real something with adults. So what do they give? Now, both free and gotta play are essential elements in child-centered, I'm sorry, approach to playful learning. Intrinsically motivated, free play provides the child with true autonomy, while guided play is an avenue through which parents and educators can provide more targeted learning experiences. In either case, play should be actively engaged. It should be predominantly child-directed, and it must be fun. Play without intervention. Play without intervention means I think so 39. Play without intervention. So I'm gonna say without intervention. Without intervention means free play, right? So I'm gonna give it let me give it a 40 as well. So play without intervention also gives children real what? Real autonomy. So true, real, another one. Real, another one. Here means true. It means that the answer is autonomy. Play can be what? Play can be something. So play without intervention gives blah blah blah. Play can be something at particular goals. However, all forms should be an opportunity for children to have fun. In either case, play should be actively engaged. It should be predominantly child-directed and must be fun. So in either case means, however, all forms of play. In either case, play should be actively engaged. Actively engaged means an opportunity for children to have fun. Have fun also must be fun. So play can be what? So while guided play is an avenue through which parents and educators can be provided with more targeted learning, play can be targeted at particular goals. So guided. So I think I don't know. I think targeted. Let me see. Play without intervention of adults gives children real autonomy with adults. And also, play can be targeted at particular goals. So while guided play, so while here is dividing, while here, the word while here is playing the role of a comma here. So play without intervention of adults gives children real autonomy with adults. And also play can be while play can be targeted at particular goals, means play is an avenue through which parents and educators can provide more targeted learning experiences. More targeted learning means particular goals. So in either case means all forms. So what I'm gonna do here is all, no, not all forms. Let me actually just say at particular goals. As far as I'm sure, because there's nothing here at the summary completion. Targets and goals have similar meanings. You understand? So targets and goals. So what is your target? My target is, what is your aim? What is your goal? And so on and so forth. And as a synonym, it is very similar. So in particular goals, I would think I'm gonna say targeted learning. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Now, moreover, children need toys in order to play. So we found we found how many answers here? We found so several answers from the from penultimate paragraph and few more at the very last. So I think 37 to 40 is going to be here as well. So I'm going to give it a highlight and there we go. Now, virtually every child the world over plays. The drive to play is so intense that children will do so in any circumstances. For instance, when they have no real toys or when parents do not actively encourage the behavior, in the eyes of a young child, running, pretending, and building are fun. So children need toys in order to play. So no, they don't need toys to play. So the author is already explaining that even so, for instance, when they have no real toys or when the parents do not actively encourage the behavior, in the eyes of a young child, running, pretending, building are fun. So you don't need a toy to play. There, as far as they mention it here. So this is going to be another answer for us. So it's going to be number 32. There we go. Okay. So researchers and educators know that these playful activities benefit the development of the whole child across social, cognitive, physical, and emotional domains. Indeed, play is such an instrumental component to healthy child development that at the United Nations High Commission on Human Rights, 1989, recognized play as a fundamental right of every child. Okay. It is a mistake to treat play and learning as a separate type of activities. It is a mistake, as far as they say. All right, now, yet while experts continue to expound a powerful argument for the importance of play in the children's life, so expound means to explore deeply, the actual time children spend playing continues to decrease. Today, children play 8 hours less each week when their counterparts did 2 decades ago. So under pressure of raising academic standards, so you can see that raising academic standards, play is being replaced by test preparation in kindergartens and grade schools, and parents who aim to give their preschoolers a leg up are led to believe that flashcards and educational toys are the path to success. Our society has created a false dichotomy between play and learning. So it is a mistake to treat play and learning as a separate type of activities. Is it? So I think so. So need toys in order to play. So do I need to write here? 32. Need toys. Need toys here is play when they have no real toys. So 33, however, 33 here, it is a mistake. It is a mistake means it is a mistake here is playing the role as a false dichotomy. A mistake means a false dichotomy. So I'm gonna take that away again. Now, moreover, let me actually give this a nicer format. 34. So yes, it is a mistake to treat play. So our society has created a false dichotomy between play and learning. So the word dichotomy means division, distinction between opposite things. So it means like to contrast two things. So for that reason, the answer is going to be yes. Play. So where is it? Let me actually highlight that. Highlight it over here. I think this much better, makes much more sense to highlight it here. Through play, children learn to regulate the behavior, lay the foundations for later learning in science and mathematics, figure out the complex negotiations of social relationships, build a repertoire of creative problem solving skills, and so much more. There's also an important role for adults in guiding children through playful learning opportunities. So, play helps children to develop their artistic talents. Um, I don't know. It doesn't really necessarily. So, here the paragraph 3 over here is giving some examples. Is giving some examples of the benefits of the play, which uh, uh, which boosts kind of science and mathematical skills, complex negotiations of social relations, and build a repertoire of problem solving skills and so much more. So, but play helps children to develop their artistic talents. Although the word creative is mentioned, um, creative means only solving problems. However, there's no mention of artistic talents. Artistic is completely different, because it's completely different to as opposed to creative. So so I think that's not given, but it does not mention whether artistic talents help. However, many of you would say that it is no, because if the word artistic talents is mentioned, but instead of the word helps, there's a antonym of the word. Instead of helps, it might say something like um uh, something like harms or whatever it is, the opposite word of help, then in that case it's going to be no. The answer would be no. But here it doesn't say anything about artistic talents and anything about the benefits of artistic talents. It is talking about here. It is talking about it is talking about having fun, which creates a problem solving skills. So I'm gonna underline the whole paragraph here, and I'm just gonna give it a 34. However, Elkind, we have Elkind. Elkind. We have Elkind, however, but I'm not sure if Elkind is going to be the answer in here. So Elkind said what? Decreased adults instead of goals affect how they play with children. Combined work with play may be the best way for children to learn. Certain elements of play are more significant than others. Activities can be classified on a scale of playfulness. Nothing in comparison to that. So, full consensus on a formal definition of play continues to elude the researchers and theorists who study it. Definitions range from discrete descriptions of various types of play, such as physical, construction, language, or symbolic play. Definitions range from, whoops, let me go. Definitions range from. So we have Miller and Allman. We have Miller and Allman, which is a very, very good answer, I think. Range from can be divided into, I think, play can be divided into a number of separate categories. So, definitions range from discrete descriptions of various types. Various types means different separate categories. So it's going to be B, right? So there we go. We found the answer number 27. 27. There we go. Let me actually give that a highlight. A number of separate categories. Did I put number 34? 34, I didn't yet. I'm not gonna write 34. I'm just gonna write number 35 because 34 is not given. So I'm gonna give it as 27 now. 27 is gonna be a number of separate categories. A number of separate categories. All right. A number of separate categories means a range from discrete descriptions. All right. So now, moreover, 35. We don't know 35 whether 35 is correct or not. Now, a majority of the contemporary Hold on. No. All right. A majority of the contemporary definitions of play focus on several key criteria. The founder of National Institute for Play, Stuart Brown, has described play as anything that spontaneously is done for its own sake. Okay, let me highlight that. More specifically, he says, it appears purposeless, produces pleasure and joy, and leads one to next stage of mastery, as quoted in Tippett. Similarly, Miller and Allman says that play includes activities that are freely chosen and directed by children. Okay, really? Okay. Arises from intrinsic motivation. Often, play is defined along a continuum as more or less playful using the following stage of behavioral and dispositional criteria. Rubin et al. Rubin and others. So, what do we have? So researchers have agreed on a definition of play. Hold on. Here, I remember they continue to expound a powerful argument, right? This is something that I forgot. To the experts, experts continue to expound. So somehow it is the word have agreed on the definitions of play. They're continuing but also here it's a full consensus on a formal definition by play continues to elude the research theories. Here it continues to expand. So of course, so here as scientists are still exploring here full consensus on a full understanding. I mean full agreement on both parties continues to elude means continues to lose. So the answer is going to be not given. I mean, no, it's not given. I'm sorry for that. Sorry for my mistake. Sorry for my speech. Now, again, I'm going to give it as number 35. There we go. I just give it here a 34 because it doesn't make sense. Also giving 34 doesn't make sense, but still. Work and play differ in terms of whether or not they have a target. Other than that, adults' intent and goals affect how they play with children. It's very hard to choose. Maybe Rubin et al. Said that, right? Did he say anything? Activities can be classified on a scale of playfulness. Certain elements of play are more significant than others. Okay, I don't find anything at all for now. So let's read a little bit more. Pleasure. One more thing. Work and play differs in terms of whether or not they have a target. Play is pleasurable. Children must enjoy the activity, or it is not play. It is intrinsically motivated. Children engage in play simply for the satisfaction the behavior itself brings. It has no extrinsically motivated function or goal. So play is process oriented. When children play, the means are more important than the ends. It is freely chosen, spontaneous, and voluntary. If child is pressured, they will likely not think of the activities as play. Play is actively engaged. So players must be physically and or mentally involved in the activity. Play is not literal. It involves make-believe. Huh. Work and play, no. Adults' intent and goals. Combining work with play must be the best way for children to learn. Combining work with play. Whoever said that? I don't know. We didn't find anything at all. According to the to this view, children's playful behaviors can range from in degree from 0 to 100% playful. Rubin and colleagues did not assign a greater weight to any one dimension in determining playfulness. So another one, we found another. So adults' intended goals, nope, no, that's not. The activities can be classified on a scale of playfulness. That is Rubin. Because Rubin said that Rubin and colleagues did not assign greater weight or did not assign any greater weight. So this is going to be answer number 31. So on a scale of playfulness, so 31. So scale of playfulness. Scale of playfulness means degree from 0 to 100%. Right? I think that's it. All right, so let me give this a small letter as well. Now, Pellegrini also said something. I'm not sure if Pellegrini has said anything in relation to ours, but also Pellegrini has also mentioned. However, other researchers have suggested that process orientation and lack of obvious functional purposes may be the best important aspects of play. Pellegrini. Huh. However, other researchers have suggested that process orientation and lack of obvious functional purpose. Mm, maybe the most important aspects of play. From the perspective continua, play can thus blend with other motives and attitudes that are less playful, such as work. Unlike play, work is typically not viewed as enjoyable and is extrinsically motivated. Researcher John Goodman suggested that hybrid forms of play, okay, hybrid forms means combining work with play. And I think that is going to be who? Who said that? John Goodman? John Goodman? I think that's going to be F. I'm going to highlight, underline it in advance. Suggested that hybrid forms of work and play are not detrimental to learning. There we go. We found another answer, I think. Let me give this a number 29. Okay. Certain elements of play are more important, are more significant than others. I'm not sure, but like number 30, this is really uh, it is Pellegrini is saying Pellegrini is saying here process orientation, a lack of obvious functional purpose may be the most important aspects of play. While Ruben is saying while Ruben said the opposite, so he did not assign any greater weight to any dimension on the determining playfulness. Pellegrini said that process orientation and lack of obvious functional purpose may be the most important aspects of play. So that's Pellegrini. So certain elements of play are more significant than others. So that's Pellegrini, I guess. All right. Adults' intended goals affect how they play with children. I don't remember that. I'm just going to continue exploring. Work and play differs in terms of whether or not they have a target. I did not find that as well. So let me actually read a little bit more. So, for example, a child might maybe engage in difficult goal directed activities set by their teacher, but they may still be actively engaged with intrinsically motivated. At this midpoint between play and work, the child's motivation coupled with guidance from an adult can create robust opportunities for playful learning. Robust, uh, robust. Robust means strong. Um, differ in terms of work and play differs in terms of whether or not they have a target. Um, of course, I mean, somehow it is uh, the child's motivation coupled with guidance from an adult can create robust opportunities for playful learning. Mm, no, I think I somehow skipped, I guess. Unlike play, work is typically not viewed as enjoyable and it is extrinsically motivated. Work and play differ. Unlike means differ, right? So unlike means differ. Whether or not they have a target, whether or not they have a goal. So unlike play, work is typically not viewed as enjoyable and it is extrinsically motivated. So that's a yes. All right. Adult intended goals. So this is another one. I gave it as number 36. We found 36 over here. But adult intended goals affect how they play with children. Oh my God, where did we skip that? Did we skip it anything here? Critically, recent research supports the idea that adults can facilitate children's learning while maintaining a playful approach in interactions between as known as guided play. Fisher et al. Do we have Fisher? No. The adult's role in play varies. Okay, that's Hirsch-Pasek. That's Hirsch-Pasek. That's very easy to thing to do. It's like adults intended goals means, the adult's role in play. Adults roll and play. So this is a full answer here, completely given for us. So number 28. There we go. Now, did we successfully finish here? C. Let's see. So we have done that. We have done literally every one of them. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for watching. We completely finished test number 3, all the 3 passages. So the following episode is going to be on test number 4, and slowly we're going to progress to Cambridge IELTS 15 in the very upcoming days. So, anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. Every day I will try to publish at least one video with a very in-depth exploration of the answer, so it's coherent and understandable to all age. Doesn't matter whether it is a kid watching or an adult watching that is preparing for IELTS exams and so on. So if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below and I will come up with a very prompt answer or a response to your request. Thank you very much for watching one more time, guys, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye bye for now.